Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to look at the effects of what we just did in regards to establishing referential integrity. Because I'm going to guess that once you did this and you executed your script, if you guys did that, you ran into some errors. All right? And I want to help you fix those errors and get those out of the way right now. All right. So for the most part, the errors are going to come from our drops and our inserts. Remember what referential integrity did. It's basically ensuring a couple things. Number one, that for any foreign key, there is a related and corresponding primary key, correct? All right. So if I run my script, like basically this is the script that I just developed in the previous video. If I run it, immediately I get some errors. Let's take a look at these errors. Number one, it says cannot drops T students because it is referenced by a foreign key constraint. T courses, same thing. Instructors, same thing. Ugh, what do I do? Do I panic? Do I quit? Do I change my major? No, 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 no. We read the error and we solve for the error. It's not that big a deal, okay? Let's see, I'm going to do a Control R here and get rid of this. If we go back and think about what we just did, we said that for any particular for any particular foreign key, there has to be a primary key. Well, the one thing I didn't do in here is drop my new table, right? Which is T course students. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going to do that right here. And we'll put that there. And let's go down and cut and paste T course students, or T student courses, I should say. Okay, and there you go. Cool. Get all these lined up because those little things drive me crazy. All right, there you go. All right. Once again, let's go ahead and execute this. Still getting those errors. All right, now let's go back and talk about this a little bit more. The rule for referential integrity that we established on these tables were that for any for any foreign key, there must be a primary key. Well, let's think about what happens here. If I delete key students, is there foreign keys sitting out there somewhere that relate to T students that can't be that won't work anymore? And the answer is yes, because we actually have foreign key in the T student course table. So how do we fix this? It's not that hard. We just make sure we delete the foreign keys first. All right. We're going to have the same situation with instructors and courses. Okay. In this case, I think we're okay because this, and we delete courses next, which will be where the foreign key is for the instructors, and everything should be pretty good. Let's see what happens when we execute now. Oh, there we go. All right. So we got through our drops. I hope you understood that. So now you need to order your drops based upon, let's go ahead and go back here real fast, based upon where the foreign keys reside. You cannot delete a primary key or even a table where the primary key is in before you delete the foreign keys. That establishes the referential integrity that we talked about. Does that make sense? If not, re-listen to this one more time. Okay, just re-listen to it one more time. You need to make sure that all the foreign keys have been deleted prior to deleting any primary keys. That's all we're saying. Okay, let's go back and execute this one more time. And you can see I got a couple more errors. This one says my insert conflicted with the foreign key constraint. Okay, so I have some insert issues. I'm going to double click on this. You can actually go right to where the error is at if you double click on the error. All right, so basically what this one's saying is this. Let's see, Control R. And here's my problem with my courses. I'm referencing instructors down here. Well, interesting enough, I haven't inserted those records yet. So now I put in a foreign key that references a primary key, but the order in which I do it is out of order. I need to insert the records into instructors prior to establishing the foreign key here. Does that make sense? Once again, this is a top-down script. So as it's going through saying, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put number 2 there representing the foreign key, representing the primary key in the instructors table. Well, I haven't put anything in there yet. And because we have those ultra constraints that we just put in, it's going to ensure that if I put a foreign key in, it has to match a primary key. All I need to do to fix this one is just cut this a little bit, come up here, paste it in here, and make sure it's in the proper order. Okay? And if it is, it will work fine. Now, in this case, what we've done is we have now established the referential integrity, and we make sure that the primary keys are there that we reference even in our inserts. Okay? And that is it. All right, let's go ahead and run this one more time. Look at that. Oop, I got one more here. Let's see what it's saying to me. Oh, on our delete. I'm deleting something here. Tell you what I'm going to do for sake of this video. Once again, I can't delete T courses because there's primary keys in T courses that reference the student courses. So I can't just delete this. I would have to actually go delete the primary key that it's actually referencing. So this particular course is being referenced in my delete command from my previous scripts in my T student courses table. And so if I deleted that particular row, we would leave that orphaned, and we can't do that. So now my deletes become a little bit more involved, where I need to make sure I delete all my foreign keys that it references prior to this. Okay? Anyway, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and just go, and we will comment these out. Okay, boom, 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 boom. And one more there. Run this one more time, and you can see everything works great. I didn't try to delete that, so we didn't have a problem. All right? Anyway, the couple of errors you're going to run into. We see it all the time with students, especially the drops. Make sure you reorder the drops every time you put new tables in. And based upon that, you drop them in the order of the foreign keys first, and then the primary keys. Also, the one thing I forgot in my previous videos is when I added the new table, okay, in this case T student courses, make sure you add that to your drop list. So that way you can run the script over and over and over again and don't get silly errors like the object already exists. Okay, so if you've gotten that one, that means you didn't drop the table. Okay, anyway. The effects of referential integrity. It's actually a good thing. It's a good thing for our database. We now know that every row in our database has integrity to it. It's good data, and we can get that data back when we need it later on when we get into SQL joins, which is what we'll talk about next.